Yeah, real metaphorical.
There we go. Now we got that tech fiasco that I know and love.
I'm sitting here in the opposite side, and I was gonna sit down and do, wow, it's so nice to be here relaxed while someone else does the camera. But then at the very last minute, Rock just walks up and he just sits down, and it's just like, we're live. There's dead air. And so I started like not freaking out, but I just started turning on my own stuff on my end. But as goofy as this is, as like a way to start a show, this is kind of like if you're a creator of any kind, you're doing this all the time. You're going back and forth between your phone or your desktop or your laptop, and it's really hard for you to record anything that's like really useful. Like you probably have your notes on one app and your voice notes on another app, and your notes from work or at your job, and just all of these things have their own very elaborate, very different systems.
Yes, that's my life. All my notes are running away from each other.
This is a problem that has been a constant problem for me. Hi, I'm Brandon. I'm a freelance copywriter. I'm an amateur novelist. I'm a community organizer. I am a human about town. And in my off time, I like to just try to find ways to scam free tacos. Just anytime that there's like free food in town, just I want to be there. I like just having extra free time to do just whatever's fun in town. But it's very hard for me to do my job and share my experience with people. Uh,
That's why we use Takeover Tuesday every Tuesday, now also on Wednesdays.
Fair enough. But like just like professionally looking for a job, I started using Reddit the other day. You know how hard it is to
You don't even spell Reddit correctly.
No. It's one of the ugliest, the darkest, most cynical social medias. Everybody is struggling in one way or another that's using Reddit. And all of the business people on Reddit are dark and grim and depressed too.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's terrible.
That's no bueno.
It's like my least favorite social media, but I was on it and I started having an interesting thought. And I said, oh man, if I do this on Reddit, I want to share this on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all these other places.
Get it.
And for me, I have different groups of people that are on different social medias. Like Twitter, I have lots of people who liked one funny meme that I posted on Twitter like 3 years ago. And they followed me on Twitter ever since then, hoping that I'll one day post something funny. And it hasn't happened since.
They just check in every day.
Yeah, no, I have people who yeah, it's very rare that I'm posting something that good, high-fi quality premium content. But I think I will start posting more bangers as I get more free time to be on all of these like platforms. I got to figure out where to hold this. But anyway, Twitter's got a lot of people who like my entertainment. Facebook has a lot of my personal contacts and people that know me in my personal life. YouTube, Facebook also has fans of the Not Safe for Wonks podcast. They're people who like our content, and they're the most low maintenance people. 30s retired Bernie supporters. They're the most chill, low maintenance people. We never made anything like custom for Facebook, and we have like 500 or 600 fans on our Facebook page right now for our old podcasts. Why? I don't know. They're just chill like money, whatever you want. I'm gonna go to the background now. I'm gonna try to destroy my day.
I'm going in circles because I can. Do 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 do. You know what this is? This is me not deciding which terrible lighting situation is the least or most terrible. Why do you look good and I look like ass? I look like a clouded nightmare from a dream sequence that never made it into a bad cut of a worse movie. Hey, how's it going?
How are you?
Good. Okay, welcome back to the Media Cafe. That was a random passerby.
I'm gonna relax. I feel like I've done a nice 30-minute intro.
That was 30 minutes?
Yeah, no. I held the microphone for 25 minutes.
See, this is why if artists ruled the world, we would all die of starvation like within a week.
Yeah.
Like we would all be fucked. So let's just own it that there's a lot of tedious things that need to happen in order for society to function. And I'm just really grateful for all y'all for doing that. Because, you know.
You're lying.
Yeah. I just walked to the store and got a drink. And that was easy. It was like $3, whatever, little 5-minute walk. Simple, any day, no big deal, except for the fact that in order for that to happen, like somebody had to be mining or manufacturing aluminum somewhere in the world for that can. It had to be shipped to another factory somewhere where people worked to manufacture the cans and turn them into cans and then printed. And then somebody had to be working in an office somewhere to like manage all the funds and monies to move things around so the resources get from here to there. And then there's some sort of food processing plant that creates the actual liquid, which is sourced by ingredients that comes from all different other parts of the world that are sequenced to like a myriad of different companies run by different people in different jurisdictions throughout trade routes, all kinds of shit. All of just get these liquids put together in this fucking can, and then it's like eventually processed into a singular item, which is then again manufactured, shipped, sent around the world through another network of everything. Finally, it gets to the gas station and sits there and waits patiently for me to just go buy it. And that is something that a community really could never pull off, just, working with volunteers. that is, straight up capitalism. And it's a weird phenomenon. I'm not advocating for capitalism, but we have to sort of, it's like this. My take on capitalism, I used to be, because I grew up super poor, right? Super poor. So I'm like, money is evil, blah, blah, blah. But here's the key. This is what people forget about that. They always say, somebody said this to me, that's like, yeah, man, money is the root of all evil. And I stopped them and I said, no. You are paraphrasing. You missed the first half of that quote. Do you know what the whole quote is? Does anybody out there know what the whole quote is? It's not money is the root of all evil. Do you know what the whole quote is? It's the love of money is the root of all evil. The love of it. They're not saying money's evil. They're saying a human being's prioritizing and having emotional attachment to this measurement tool called money allows a human to do horrible fucking things. It's the root of all evil. It's not the money. It's the love of money is the root of all evil. There's a
Hi everybody. It's Brandon, and
capitalism let me buy a soda just now.
I just have to.
Let me broadcast this shit.
I have to
the world.
interrupt here.
But the thing is the love
And,
of money it goes
welcome
too far.
Welcome to my stream.
What?
Welcome
Now
to
you
my
look
stream.
foggy and shitty.
Yeah.
Nice how times have changed. Biatch.
Luckily, I'm the only one that's even. You've got to learn a thing. All right. Anyway, Rock Solomon, my co-host, his liberalism does not necessarily speak for me.
Okay, good.
All
provocateur.
All opinions stated on this show are all our exclusive opinions. Hey everybody, what's up? Rock, we've got 28 viewers. Most of them are my personal viewers on Twitter.
Oh, nice. Go Twits.
So let's get in here and let's talk about what's going on.
All right. Well, I hope I pissed some people off. The algorithm loves
controversy. That's how you're in the show. Who's in the show?
You're in the show now.
I wasn't in the show this whole time.
That's correct.
Okay, that's cool. I like repeating myself anyway. I'm probably gonna do it no matter what, because I always forget what I said, and then I come up to the same conclusion, and then I end up saying it again.
Rock.
What?
introduce yourself from the top.
Oh,
Like you're meeting a brand new audience. Where are we?
right,
What
right,
are we
right.
doing? What's
Right.
the utility of it to
Okay,
the people
hold on.
of the world?
Well, let me get ready. Hi, my name's Rock Solomon. And I'm the founder of Mixed Deity Media Group, Arts, whatever. And we do stuff. We do artsy fartsy stuff. Also some entrepreneurial stuff. Also some activist stuff. We had this idea that you should just kind of cram them all together. Do it all at the same time. Artsy fartsy, activisty, entrepreneurial, because the activists need to make money, so bring in the entrepreneur. But the entrepreneur really should be making money doing something meaningful, so bring in the artist. And the artist is like, gonna evoke things if it actually means something. So bring in the activists. It's a whole cycle. It makes sense to me anyway. So that's kind of what Mixed Deity is all about, and we approach that from a lot of different ways. We've got all kinds of crazy shit going on over here that I can't really tell you about because then my voice just starts to monologue after a while. Back to you, Brandon. How's the weather?
Hi, wow, that sure was a thing that we all lived through. I'm at takeovertuesday.com, and it's every week, Tuesday afternoon at this time, 2 o'clock. And it's got two major segments. The one is just the pre-show, where we read your comments, we read highlights from the web, we promote upcoming community events, and just generally have a good time for an hour. There's also an hour where we bring in an artist, an activist, an entrepreneur, anyone with an idea, and we bring them in front of working professionals and we get them to pitch their upcoming project, whether that's a working group meeting, whether it's a citywide campaign, whether it's a book or a movie or a music video. And they've got to answer just some of the basic questions that an impatient person with money would want to ask. Uh, when they ask about yourself, you've got to be able to answer who you are. What is this you've got going on? What is the utility? How does this help people? What are some of the other questions you'd be asking? What's the relationship to money? What's it similar to? How's it different? What are the elements that you need in order to complete this that don't already exist? Who are you? What is your role in relationship to this idea? And just being able to get across just the core of what you have going on, what you want people to do, in just a smooth linear format. And so in the course of 2 hours, we have fun, we show people how to do that, and yeah, it's great. And we have programs attached to it that will make money as it grows. We're all feeling very confident in all of that.
Money?
Well,
you mean like capitalist money? You capitalist pig! How dare you?
That relates to a very small percentage of our lives.
Uh-huh.
We sell services that are
money.
Yeah,
we have a very small percentage of money in our lives.
Yeah.
I guess that's a way of putting it.
Yeah, like we don't. I would say that we don't spend a whole bunch of our time chasing the people that get our business afloat. I mean, you some of your best customers, it wasn't like you were spending a whole day job's worth of energy in finding them.
That is true.
They don't come by all the time. But when they come by, they're worth it. Hi. Yeah. What's up? Hey, what's up? But anyway, it's very rare that somebody needs money from us. But when those need it, it's pretty good. Something that's very valuable to them. And yeah. But most of the stuff that we give is very free for artists locally for small businesses to participate in. We have space here in Little Five Point that's very smooth. It's very beautiful. I'm looking at it, and there's four monitors in this nice space in Little Five Point. Yeah. Like you're literally looking at it, and you're thinking it's nice, professional-ish. I mean, I don't have my lighting. I'm sitting on the couch, just turning on. But also, I'm extremely comfortable right now. What is going on?
So one of them is me. Audio on the little because I don't have audio on the other one.
Yeah.
So the cafe is just like an overview of the whole room. It's like it's a location.
Okay.
So that's just the whole space that we can both walk into.
Yeah.
And then the other one's me.
Yeah, fine.
So, but yeah, I want to like establish a sense of spatialness to the place. So I'll move this up here actually.
You're always spatial.
Yeah, I'm spaced out always. Is what you really mean. It's okay. Tell us how you really feel.
But anyway, and just making ways for anybody to communicate with us in any way that they want, or be able to run their business in any way they want, and just be able to chill, have independence.
So let's talk about a person, place, or thing other than ourselves. That's what we do. We've established that. Now, let's give some examples. Like we can talk about the Capoeira Training Club. We love those guys. You know, they're doing some good stuff. If you haven't checked them out, you should check them out. A bunch of events going on. Hop on the.
Yeah, listen, relax. I'm working on
that. I didn't put out the news thing. This is like part of the show now.
It's listen, relax. I don't want you to self-destruct. We've got all of this stuff.
Am I coming off like I'm stressed?
You sometimes can be. You know, you are an actor, but you're also a director. And you can sometimes, you know, when we're doing a live show,
all right.
Oh my God, what's happening?
Let's actually help somebody now do something. Yeah. So it shouldn't take more than a few seconds to tell people that we help people, and then we should spend the rest of the time actually helping them. That's the theory here. But this tech stuff, we're stretching for time because I'm unprepared, basically. The goal of this show, just for context, since I'm talking to myself in the future, right? Whatever, how many years from now I'll go back and look at this video and be like, wow. Wow. There's a singular goal. The goal is to make sure that this video actually happens every week, because if we can't do that, then all the other pieces that we put together won't really matter. Consistency is the key on this one. So that's why, regardless of how unprepared or distracted or overwhelmed I might happen to be, I know that this is a showing up game. So in a way, I'm both like failing and succeeding at the same time. But that is the fabric of the nature of, you know, running your own business, of living your own life, living on your own terms. You have to be willing to just do what you can when you can, and then keep doing
Brock, as you're able to host, you're going to need to be somewhere where you can look at information. Like, it's cool that you're holding up your phone.
Yeah. So wait. Oh, there's that little stand. Yeah, I should have done this hours ago, but I was too busy sleeping in. So. But also productive. Sleep is productive. Tell us about the benefits of sleep for a minute while I do this. Oh, wait, you got Trello up. What's going on there?
I'm figuring that you can narrate the Trello board.
All right. Well, the easiest thing to do would be just go to mixdd.com/office and then click on the filter you want. I'll probably do events first, and then it'll get rid of all the extra cards.
Chill out.
Chilling out is not really my jam, unless I'm tired, and I'm pretty good at chilling out. Oh, this has been here the whole time. We need to get some. We don't have anybody else. Nobody's backstage.
That's my.
Is this yours?
Can you imagine that you're in a room with 28 people that are here for me and one person that's here for you, and you're using you're using my mic, you're using my stand, you're acting a fool. Get it there,
what?
You guys.
This is my mic. I got my mic. This is my own mic. Do we have the same mics?
Yeah, I guess so. Wow, that's cool. But anyway, I'm gonna go to this mixed deity office. I'm gonna pull up here. I'm gonna do all that. What do you want to see?
Let's have a look at some events, some meaningful events going on. The first one I'd like to plug is on there somewhere.
I'm sure I'll find it.
Cool.
I'm sure I'll find it.
There's a wellness thing going on tonight. It's very yoga. What are we doing here? Always some situation. I really think that phones are wonderful, and I love everything about them. I have no problems with phones. Nothing about them bothers me at all. That's what I say.
This isn't the okay. This is wellness, yoga, and mindfulness. Look at how quickly we can go from an abstract idea to you being able to actually present and show this to people. Wow. All right. You want to read it? You want to talk about it?
Sure. So this is Sonali. She's doing this yoga thing. I'm gonna actually try to go to this tonight, and it's just, she's got her own way of doing stuff, and it's pretty cool. This person is extremely committed to her campaigns about essentially saving the world. One mindset at a time. I think that's a fair way to describe it. I don't know her extremely well, but I have seen her a few times over the years, and every time I see her, she is on point, on her mission, and just a force to be reckoned with for good in this world. So I urge you to go check out her website, look at the different things she's doing. Right now, she's looking for IT help. I pointed out to her that none of her flyers are actually on her website or social media. I think that she's so busy dealing with real people in the real world that some of the computer stuff tends to fall to the wayside, which is a testament to where her priorities are. So yeah, a great force for good in the world. I highly recommend you follow her.
Sure. All right.
Support her. What's next?
ATL Film Fest. Talk about it.
ATL Film Fest. Yes, sir. This is going to be the best fest, mainly because of geography. If you happen to be in ATL, which is short for Atlanta, for those of you who don't know where you are or aren't here or whatever. Atlanta Film Festival. It's a bit interactive in a way because you can. I don't even really know. Just Google it, for fuck's sake. Just Google ATL Film Fest. It's coming up for the next couple of weeks. It's already started, I think. There have been different things happening. Little shorts. There's just a whole bunch of components, different elements of the film community have come together under that umbrella, plus the major festival itself. So definitely check that out. What's next? Actually, I think maybe I could use the iPad for Trello. Maybe that will work.
Maybe.
All right. Beep boop bop.
How was Thrift Pony?
Thrift Pony was great. If I hadn't slept in this morning, I would have some really wonderful video to show all of you. So you're welcome.
That's anything else to say about Thrift Pony?
Okay, so Thrift Pony, it's a traveling. They're doing like a concert tour, but it's not a concert. It's a pop-up thrift shop and consignment shop. So for clothing. So they came here and they brought a pink bus, and you can go in the bus and like rummage through clothing, and they have tents so you can look at different clothing. They have like custom clothing, vintage clothing. Oh, I'll show you. Check it out. I got two things. And anyway, you can consign. You can bring your clothing in to be consigned, and then if you want it back, if it doesn't sell, you can get it back. If it does sell, you get like a whatever the split is. I think it's 50-50. You set your own prices. They'll promote the heck out of it and sell it. It's really just a neat thing that what they're doing, and it works very well. And I'll tell you a couple things I found. I got this little koala shirt for my daughter. Look at that. It's furry, and it's koala colored. Look at that. It's furry and koala colored. My kid absolutely loves stuffed animals, so she likes being animals too. So I got her a little fuzzy shirt I think she's going to like. And then the other thing I got, which is rad. Are you ready for this? For like $20 or something? Yes. Actual leather pants. So, I mean, this is thrift, so this cow was already, killed and everything. So now it's just a matter of keeping that sacrifice from going in vain. So we got to give these pants new life. And I ride a motorcycle when it's not broken, and so there is a practical application too. Plus, what really this isn't interesting to people.
High standards for no offense.
Okay.
You want to talk about movies?
What are we talking about? Oh yeah, he was supposed to be on the show last week, but I think he was doing laundry or something, so we missed him. But he's got some good messages in his music. He's a hardworking guy. He's overcome some pretty intense challenges in his life, and he's bringing it in the world in the best way. that he can, and he's doing performances in what was it, France and Atlanta, and it's kind of a few different places. So I met him about 4 or 5 years ago at Mixed Deity Studios, and you know, he was just kind of, I'm not sure how far along he was, but it didn't seem like he was that far along. But he's much farther along now, and I can see that you're going to keep hearing about this guy. You're going to hear about him again. He's doing the work, and he's getting there, and he's go check him out. Boomdook.
You have a lot of relationships that are like that from an artistic perspective.
What do you mean?
The people who worked with you, you know, 2 years ago or 3 years ago, and they were just starting out, and you have interviews with them really before they blew up. And it's like, what happened to them? Oh, they're famous now. They're on a show. They're on a stream. They're on.
I suppose yeah.
I mean, I guess that's the type of people I align myself with. That's the people I relate to, is people that are busting their ass to follow their dream and bring their passion to life. And so they naturally, we naturally, that's, you know, where I'm at. So it's pretty easy to connect with people like that. And then of course, you know, if that's how you approach life, that's probably what's going to happen. You know, just give it time. What else we got?
Great question. Let's look at. What about the Atlanta Film Fest?
I think that's part of the Atlanta Film Fest. It's a smaller subsegment of it.
All right. What about the Legacy Center open house?
Legacy Center open house, I believe that already happened.
It's on April 7th. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, these are all done. All right. What about Soul Theory Market?
Oh yeah, I don't actually know those guys at all. I don't think I do anyway. I just saw it pops up. I'm always on the lookout for interesting things, and like based off of their description, it looked like it was going to be a pretty cool vibe, and I wanted to check it out. Yeah, I don't know. They seem kind of cool, so I threw them on the mix.
Yeah. What about Seven Stages Rock Opera or Southern Choir?
Yeah, so True North, I think, is finishing this week. There's a lot going on over at Seven Stages right now. And also the Rock Opera, I think, is its finale this week as well. There's a lot happening over there. There is, I just added some new stuff from them, but I don't know what it is, because this iPad will not run Trello, and I open Trello and it just crashes over and over again. So now I'm trying to do it on the website, and I'm getting a weird notification.
All right. Well, listen, it just sounds like you're really going through it.
I'm really having a hard time.
You want to talk about Dragon Con?
I don't have much to say about Dragon Con. It's Dragon Con. Yeah. It's like, what are you going to say about that? It's Dragon Con. It's coming up. Oh, well, there's an opportunity at Dragon Con. That's the thing. So there's some volunteer opportunities. There's some other things going on at Dragon Con. I put the links in there, but again, can't access it because of tech. What's going on, Josh?
It's going, man. It's going. How about yourself?
I just realized I actually can't hear anything either.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
Yeah. We should really put an ad out for like a tech supervisor or something.
This is it. 31 people are watching this.
Oh my God.
So we can.
The pressure is on now.
Yeah, well, you know, tech supervisor, get in there.
Well, we should take some questions from the audience then. All 31 of y'all, what do you think about, like, from your perspective, what's going on in life?
I was wondering where this was going to go. If it was going to go somewhere really good or profound.
Just stretching for time until I get the iPad fixed.
Josh, how are you? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I forgot I was checking out this place, so
Take your time.
that brought me in a little later than I meant to. But how is the show?
Josh, reintroduce yourself as if
Myself?
my audience has never met you before, and you're just a guy that's in a car, and maybe I've mentioned you once, as a friend that's in UX UI design, but they don't know anything else about you. So go all the way from Jump Street and just introduce yourself to Planet Earth.
Hello, Planet Earth. My name is Joshua. I'm a designer. I'm a student. I'm a collaborator. I currently focusing on user experience, where I'm developing the user flows and tackling some pain points for the mixed deity application that we hopefully soon enough can get into people's hands and see how they kind of react to it and get some, some pretty critical feedback on it. Um, yeah, that's myself. That is the goal, and this is the show.
Yeah.
You have a generous audience. So don't worry about whether your audience is going to get bored with listening to you or talking about you.
Sure.
Tell them what are your inspirations? Why UX UI design? What are you getting out of what you're doing? Why do you like it? Just all of that stuff. Why do this?
Yeah, it's user experience is a sort of newer focus for product design. I think in the last like couple years, it's become really prominent because of the like just insurgence of technology and web-based platforms. And so, technology was always something that I had an interest in, as well as computer arts and visual art and design and creative things, I suppose, visual things. And so uh, it was kind of a way for me to find my interest in those things again, uh, and focus on uh, people's experiences, what they like actually care about, and how uh, things that I can make uh, impact their life in a positive way. And so I think that's just uh, what it's kind of mostly about for me. It's just uh, using creativity to reach people, and I don't know. I find it to be a cool way to do that.
One thing that I've been talking to people a lot about that are in small business or entrepreneurship or community organizing or anything is just the idea of getting their uh, voice ideas and their bookmarks onto some some central repository. I run into a
Central
lot of people.
repository. Can you
Yeah, like
specify?
I'll give you an example. I'm here on Trello. This is what is this but a set of bookmarks, right? These are bookmarks from events across the city, except they've been filtered to these cards so we can read them and stuff. And it's got all of the more in-depth and detailed information too. Like it's got the where, the when. This is at the Terra Theater. And it doesn't hurt for me to plug this because why not? This is the Atlanta Film and Web Fest at the Terra. It's April 5th. Doors open at okay, whatever.
Just click sort by date.
Whatever.
And then read everything past today's date.
But anyway, yeah, this has the ability to sort, filter. I'm not always doing this in real time because I'm further along than my co-host, who is, as we speak, struggling to get their hands on this. But anyway,
Well, you took me off the stage, so
Oh.
it's not really anything.
wait. All right, let me add you back here.
Oh, I'm back on stage now. Thanks,
Yeah,
Brandon.
you earned your merit. Welcome
I
back.
thought I was.
Rock, talk about how Trello integrates with some of your work in Takeover Tuesday, or just talk about Trello for a minute.
All right, Trello's pretty cool. Trello's actually a great combination of incredibly easy to use, onboard, and begin. Like you can start using it within 5 minutes of starting of downloading the profile or whatever. It's incredibly easy opening learning curve to start using. Also visual, it works kind of like digital post-its. So if you like to put post-its around your house or whatever, this is a digital version of that. But each post-it basically has all the functionality of a website. So you can add as much, like an infinite amount of stuff to these post-its, these digital Trello cards, or not. It's very totally up to you. And then Trello is really good at being expandable. So the amount of, like, the distance you can take the platform, you can go as far as you want. If your needs are extremely in-depth, elaborate, complicated, it integrates and syncs with just so many other platforms. It has all these power-ups. You can just add tons and tons and tons of stuff to it. The one thing that I haven't seen it be good at is aggregating data. In other words, if you wanted to do like a mailing list or something, like Trello would sort of suck at that. I mean, there might be a power-up that does somehow, but I don't know. That's not something I've found. It's better at managing information and arranging information. It's designed for project flow. It's a Scrum tool, but it's just really convenient, I think,
Scrum.
for teams who are working on different schedules in different places and different times on different projects. If you're using Trello to communicate and manage your information, it is incredibly effective at keeping everybody in the know about what they need to know, no matter what combination of projects or people are overlapping in what sequences of days or locations or time zones even. It just doesn't matter. It's incredibly good for keeping people coordinated, informationally speaking, between all of these different variables that can be a kind of a frustrating mess in other situations. Back to you, Bob. Today's segment's been brought to you by Coach.
You did good. You did good.
Thanks.
Yeah. So, Josh, so that's like, in a nutshell, a little bit about Trello and how that works. And actually, I'm going to show like an interesting utility for Trello. I've been using it a lot over the last few weeks, just trying to centralize my voice notes and my bookmarks, both of these things, because Mosaic Atlanta runs on Trello. And I've found that it's been really hard to work with everybody in Mosaic Atlanta because they've got kids or they have a business. And so really like getting them to hang out with me on a Tuesday and like be a guest on a show is not always feasible.
Can I stop you and ask really quick? What is Mosaic Atlanta?
Mosaic Atlanta is just my community nonprofit.
Oh, okay, interesting.
It's just a handful of people. They all pay dues. They do meetings. They read books. They just enjoy the sights and sounds of town. But yeah, it's been hard for them to take on projects because it's hard to always know how much time they have when they get off of work to even hold a book club. So I've really been working on ways to make that an easier process. And one of them has been getting this form to talk to Trello. And this is ghostcoast.video/hotline. And if you are somebody that's in the mixed deity world, you're an artist, an activist, or an entrepreneur. If you talk into this will put you on a central board for all of us to narrate or look at or commentate on or have thoughts on. And Rock actually has a very similar version of this at Mixed Deity called a nominate form.
We have 16 comments.
Yeah. A lot of those are my comments, and a couple of those are junk comments.
Channel?
Yeah, listen.
I don't know.
Yeah, listen.
For following and would offer promotion on their channel, viewers follow us with the price is lower.
Yeah, some of those are I'm just ignoring. But anyway, if you are just in the mixed deity world and you want to talk about any video, any audio, any text from what you're doing, and you have like a minute free or you have 2 minutes free, then you can share it and it'll go to our central command board. I appreciate you attempting to get the best
I'm
out of
gonna
the
keep
audience.
attempting. These are all really beta tests. On these
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I've come to realize.
Well,
I have an echo that's making me insane right now.
okay.
Oh, that was not.
But anyway, this puts you on, if you're on this board, this puts you on the Takeover Tuesday show, which you're watching right now. It has 32 live viewers. By the way, as a man, let me say, steady viewership an hour in, no matter what you're showing, and it's actually gone up a little bit. It's just great for my self-esteem. And some of the people who've interacted with us over the hour, people who I know, which is just great. And newsletter database. There's a weekly newsletter. Mixed Deity, you guys make one too.
Yeah.
We're both producing
We should get
weekly
our
newsletters.
to get together and hang out sometime.
Yeah. And then we also can take this and share it to social media.
I thought you were gonna say take this job and shove it.
You can take this job and shove it for sure. But yeah, oh Josh, just do whatever. Just do whatever. Don't worry. I was
trying to see the. I'm on my phone right now. I was trying to like maybe rotate it to see better what you were displaying.
Oh, do you want? Yeah, no, I can do that. Give me a second. I have such control over this, having used this for years. Hold on a second. I can pull this Trello up. Is that what you wanted to look at?
Whatever. I mean, yeah, but in addition to whatever you were just showing as well.
I can't. If somebody participates with this in 1 second.
There's an echo.
Is this your microphone that you put? Hello. Hold on.
Kind of cool.
I don't know. Okay. Anyway, we're trying new things here all the time.
All the time.
But this doesn't work in real time, but it works really well. Right now, if you put something in there, it'll go to my Discord, which is my phone. But like putting it on Trello, it'll just work that way next week. But Josh, what this actually does is when somebody sends a voice note or a bookmark, I can have it print to a card here. So I can make any kind of entertainment that's from social media. I spent time on Reddit, which is my least favorite social media platform.
Same.
But I could have used Twitter. Well, one of the things that I really recommend people spend time on a social media platform you don't like, because you'll be carefree there. You won't care about making mistakes. If I make a bad post on Reddit, who cares? Just pick a platform you don't have respect for. But anyway, I've got lots of hooks here. Pictures of chicken wings, long-running podcasts, giving up on content. I can have this much depth of detail for my own voice notes, or if I have 6 people who are in my community and they all care about, one cares about the environment, one cares about the police, one cares about the economy, one person cares about, whatever their sub genre is of political concern. They can all report from one place, and then that central group can report it and share it, headlines very easily, right?
So these are all voice memos, you said?
These can be voicemails. These are bookmarks right now. But these could just as easily be transcripted voicemails or voice notes. And that way I can now read content. I can read comments. Like pretend that a viewer had sent
I
this.
see. Okay.
38 male. Realize I'm just not good at business. I'm an entrepreneur and I've run a few businesses over the last decade. Right now, I've run a toys manufacturing and an e-commerce business. It brings about $500,000 in revenue and runs my house, but I can't save money. I've realized that I'm not good at the business side of things: sales calls, accounting, following up on money, delegating, negotiating. What options do I have? Get a wife.
That's the advice, or that was.
That's the advice. That's my advice. That's my solution.
Wow, that is just the worst advice I've ever heard. Wow.
Just put your wife in charge of your money.
That's bad advice. Is this the ironic advice show?
Give all of your wife money.
Are you saying life with an accent?
No,
Oh, okay.
wife with
Get
a
a-
W.
get a wife.
A legal partner who will take care of your resources.
That is there's a lot to unpack with that, so I'm just gonna put it in the back.
All right.
And deal with it on another day. I think I'm very close to having something functional.
All right,
We might be ready to go at the end of the show.
no problem. I'm reading off headlines from Reddit while we wait.
Reddit, what about the ones in freaking Trello?
I mean, I've read all of the current Trello. I mean,
Did you
these
do
are
thing I
the-
with
yeah.
the office.
I think I should go back and explain. Inside the Trello are bookmarks. Like we're pretending this is
Oh.
placeholder content. Like pretending that people sent their bookmarks into us. Like maybe they made a note, or maybe they made a. This just happens to be
This
Reddit
all
content.
is all on one.
Yeah, this
Or
is
how
all
do they
on-
populate?
You share. You hit the share button on
How does it get to that card? How does a third party get into that?
Zapier.
Card?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, actually, Zapier doesn't do anything. It just does this automatically. Zapier doesn't touch this at all.
Let's talk about.
You don't want to talk about. You want to talk about something on the mixed deity Trello?
I mean,
Hold on a second.
we're trying to give people resources they can use to improve their lives.
Yeah.
In a very simple, straightforward way. So, what do we have that we can do that with? My brain is in tech mode right now, so
Yeah.
but I can't find my charger, so nothing's working. What a fiasco! Do 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 do.
So
It's a fiasco.
so
Yeah,
listen,
yeah,
don't
yeah,
sing,
yeah,
don't
yeah,
sing.
yeah.
Don't sing. Don't sing. Don't hit high notes. Right over all of this.
Okay, here we are.
So here we are. I'm just repeating whatever you say
I'm just gonna mess with you.
and sounding
I
smarter.
don't.
When I say what a fiasco, it's gonna have some weight with this
Yeah.
crowd.
Right.
What a fiasco, guys!
No, you're a fiasco. Yeah, you really did land that. You did. I
No,
now
but-
feel amateur.
No, but listen, no, you did great. You're doing fine.
Oh, okay.
This is live. This is live television. You know, Kathy Lee Gifford has emotional breakdowns on every episode of Kathy Lee Gifford, and it's fine. Yeah,
Is she trying to get her microphone to work at the same time?
sometimes. But hey, listen, if anybody wants to participate in this show, it happens once a week. It's called Takeover Tuesday. It's going to happen the same time every week, which is just great. And it highlights just coming events. It highlights people on Instagram. It highlights your bookmarks from your favorite social media from all of our fans and friends. It highlights your personal questions, things you want to know, things you want to learn, just whatever our journey is here together. It highlights you complaining about the news. So if you have any kind of take, we'll at least know that it existed. And if you are in a very small percentage of people who need this kind of system for yourself or for your business, you can also contact me and do that. So it's great. So yeah, takeovertuesday.com. If you'd like to be a guest of the show, or if you'd like to be a host of the show, if you'd like to run the show and run the little buttons that make the show work.
Oh my God.
If you'd like to watch a man self-destruct,
What's happening right now?
then you
God
any
damn
of
Are
any
you
of those will
sitting on
work.
it? Is that what's
What?
happening? Why
What
have
are
I lost my mind? Where is the
Is it pinned to you?
friggin' cable?
What are you looking for, buddy?
Just one dumb little string that plugs another thing to another thing that makes it. Where it cannot be here.
So listen, we're gonna take a 60-second break.
No. Oh yeah.
We're gonna take just a quick break,
Yeah,
and we're gonna let
we're
we're gonna let this guy, my co-host, is just having a diva moment.
I'm just so impressed with myself right now.
All right.
I can't even begin to tell you.
I want you guys to see Rock in great lighting.
I think it's no. Here's the thing. I definitively expose myself and all my failings on purpose because people deify successful people too much. You don't see all the garbage shit failures that they do on a daily basis. This is why I don't try to pretend that I'm more successful than I am. I'm happy to show myself tanking on a daily basis because it's about the tenacity of getting it up and doing it again the next day that's more important than how good you did today.
Listen to all of my personal subscribers who are watching this loyally with almost no notice, not too much notice. I did an ad this morning and one last night, but you're all here, and let me say, I am divinity. I am holy. I am perfect. Please stay tuned. Okay.
I bet your live stream's a lot like this live stream, right? Kind of looks terrible. Kind of sounds terrible. It can be better. Watch. Watch this. First thing that would be nice is if we had a little more room, right? Like instead of boxed in by these little cell phone cameras, we could just stretch. Yeah, that's nice. That's a lot better. And what if I could actually hear you? Wouldn't that be nice? With crystal clear, beautiful sound. And what about having a fresh slate to start with? A blank slate, you know? Or what about some nice lighting, perhaps? A little light would be good. Yeah, that's better.
Your microphone and use the microphone going so we can hear everybody but ourselves.
Rock is sounding a little bit deranged and eccentric. However,
People trip out when I'm doing tech stuff.
this is vital to the show running. And if you are from my world, you know how hard it is to have the mythical hybrid meeting. And this is important for accessibility. It's important that somebody can tune in remotely and be heard and be a part of things. It's important that if somebody is on Zoom, that if they have a question, and maybe they're not on Zoom, maybe they're watching on YouTube, but if they have a question, that it can be seen by the people who are running the microphone and running the show, and that they have just as much attention as the people that are in the room. There can't be a disparity, because that is, that priority of who's in the room is literally an economic disparity. If we're doing a show in Little Five Points and you have to travel all the way from West Atlanta to East Atlanta in order to be seen by the person that's hosting an organization's meeting, that's a real disparity right there.
Did we lose Josh?
Josh might be here and might not be.
Is there anybody in the backstage?
Josh is in the backstage, but is on mute. Yeah. And I tell people who come on the show all the time to just have your camera on when you're ready to talk. I go to meetings all the time, like the Coalition for the People's Agenda, and you've got to be able to turn on your microphone. You've got to be able to turn on your camera. You've got to be able to say who you are and where you came from. I don't think that's too high of a burden for a guest, even if you only do it for a second. Yeah. So, yeah,
Okay, I think I'm almost there.
take your time.
Oh, we were supposed to start the show 18 minutes ago.
Well,
But I was gonna.
I don't know what to say about.
I'm just trying to do a better job. Me personally, trying to do a better job paying attention to the time. If I'm ahead of time, late on time. That's one of my mantras. Just be better at paying attention to it.
All right.
All right, so this is going to be the media cafe.
But anyway, if you're here, feel free to stand off, sound off, share what you want to share. I've got so much to share in terms of how I put together Ghost Coast, how I put together this board, my voice, my ideas, organizing Reddit. But I'm also trying to give this a little space and a little grace as Rock works very hard to set up a great audio foundation for our live stream. Both of us over the last month have been doing this whole thing remotely. I've been doing it from my house because it just takes time for me to go across town and be presentable. I know for a fact that I am just not going to be on purpose, on fire all the time.
All right, we need to talk about anyone other than ourselves.
This is a show with
Other
31.
people, we need to talk about somebody.
This is a show with 31 people who are here looking at
I
my
guess
name.
they're your fans. So
Yeah, it's okay if there's a little slack in the show, given that
but
the
just
live.
as a general habit, like the point of the show is to connect other people to be people. So, however we can accomplish that, whether it's
the way
however we do that.
the way I see it here is, I'm encouraging the people who are watching this to interact.
Fuck this garbage, bullshit, fucking technology. I mean, that sounds great. Wonderful. I'm multitasking, but not actually succeeding at any single task. Okay, so let's do a little test here since everything is guinea pig land today. What happened to this? Did we lose this? I'm the word that describes me today is exasperated.
I've got.
By the word exasperated.
Well, listen, I've got Takeover Tuesday show run, and it's filtered, but there's not so much. Maybe I can look at our incubator projects. Do you want to talk about building out the media cafe as a thing that would be good for people, or is that more talking about self?
I just want to get this actual. We're like in beta mode now. Like we're testing out tech. That's all I'm really doing.
No, we're live.
Right. So here's the thing. We're gonna test this. I don't even see. Oh, there it is. So adding the media cafe to the stage. Okay, and then media cafe doesn't need the media cafe is the audio for the.
Hello.
Up to.
Turn this.
You'll be able to control it, but you won't.
Hello. So we won't be able to hear this, but it will be going.
Yeah, we will, but not through your computer. All the audio has to go through the same channel. That's going to be this one.
Okay.
Hold on a second. There. Now, this is a file of C. Shit. Only want to hear the audio from that one. It has to go into the frickin' laptop in order for the audio to cancel out. So this whole idea will work minus the cafe thing. So I won't get the speakers. So we don't have, so we have to have a Bluetooth from that. I'm just figuring out why this doesn't work. So I did solve it. I don't have the cables to solve it. I know how to solve it, but I don't have the tech is not playing with it, won't play with each other. So how can I solve it right now? The mics that I used to have, they got taken by the old situation. Okay. Okay. What the fuck? So we have two layered systems. How many of those are you drinking? We have two layered. That's the same one? Really?
You're really yelling at me on
I'm sorry. I'm like multitasking.
Well, I'm nursing one shot. I know we're broke.
I only asked a basic question.
Take a chill pill. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, so all right.
We got a 2-layered system here.
Well, it's very annoying because the speaker audio is on this channel and the mic's on that channel, which means they will still give us the echo. The only thing to do is to move it over to that one, but then it's just garbage audio.
Is there a price tag on a solution here? Is there a tool?
Yeah, no, it's very easy.
How much?
I just don't have. I have two half systems that won't click together.
Is this $100 solution? Is it a?
Wait a minute. Hold on. I do have a solution. I can use this little bitch right here. This will work. All right. This just takes a second. All right. Ow. I got it. You're a genius. You're a genius.
You're welcome.
I knew it would work. I knew you'd get us there. Okay, I'm Frankensteining all this together with basically old broken electronics that random people have given me, and I'm making it work. Middle name is Tenacity. Okay, now I could do. Wait a minute. No, this literally is just an extension of the same problem. Damn it. These mics that I purchased are a joke. They're not solving any problems whatsoever. Wait. Now I remember why it was going to work. Yes, because I can Bluetooth to this motherfucker. Aha! No, they're okay. I did it backwards. This is the one I need to connect. Okay. Okay, we are almost painting with gold. Okay, this will work. All right. Okay, we're almost nearly close to being something. Oh my God, this is going to be actually pretty great once I get it running. Actually, kind of easy now that I've figured it out. It's not even remotely complicated.
This could be said about many aspects of life.
Yeah, that's a good metaphor for business. If it's like once you've done it a few times and you know how to do it, like you can just do it. It's not this big mysterious impossible thing.
Spend a lot of time running through the wires. Is this a real format that I can be fully on the mic?
Yeah.
And I can be laying down like I'm on Jesus and Mero?
Yes.
That's
You'll
actually
have full
sick.
autonomy to just vibe.
That's actually sick. It's
gonna be fucking great. This is why I've worked so hard to make it work, because I know how fucking great it's gonna be once it actually works.
Viral videos on TikTok, most of them are that format of their guy out, and he had, and there's good audio to it.
That's the key, baby. Okay. Now we can't hear ourselves automatically by design. We're not supposed to.
Good.
So we need somebody else on the stream to test this.
Okay, listen. I'm gonna.
Why is this so shitty? Oh, right, because this is the delayed version. But that's okay. If we're watching somebody else, the delay is fine. But it's sure is choking out. Why are you choking out so much? We seriously don't have a single person that we can get on here? We gotta get somebody. Let's call people or something. Is this, who's driving this? Just to join the stream. No, just, regular guests. It's fine. Okay, and then you got your clip. I got my clip. We have to have a device that actually controls it. Okay. Just talk. We don't want to, because we should be able to see them on that monitor and talk to them like we're talking to anybody in the room passively. That's the idea. And I want to see why it doesn't work or if it does work. We're very close. That's amazing. That is incredible. It definitively is. I am doing that. I'm making that classic mistake where I do everything at the same time. And yeah. And none of it works. Oh, this is, damn it, StreamYard. Why do you always do this to me? It always logs me in as a guest. I'm like, God damn it. It's weird. It always does that. I have to like manually force it not to go into this guest mode. And then it'll even put me into like a room that is like closed. It's like, I guess it's probably the iPad, like seeing a former room I went to once, and it just automatically sends me to that room. It's very frustrating. And I already logged in on this, and now I have to do it all over again. Why won't you keep me logged in, iPad? This is the story of my pad. You know what I'll do? I'll go in as a guest, and then we can talk through this. That's what we'll do. Okay. So that's fine. I'll just do that. All we need is somebody to talk. That's all we need, because then we can know if we can hear them or not. You don't, because this is the speaker, and if our voice isn't coming out of the speaker, then my system's not working. The sound and the visual have to come from the same vantage point in order for it to feel like a human. And I don't have that figured out yet. Dude.
So these mics have to stay in here. I don't have to leave the room yet. What am I doing? Check.
You have all of it. Yeah, doing whatever you do. Yeah.
Okay. What? Why am I hearing my own voice? This is madness. Because the speaker is too loud. Is it coming out of this? I need to be in here to test this. Can you go talk to the iPad in the hallway? Sure. Here. Can I just add this stage? Is that who? Okay. I'm good. Oh shit! I just backed up. Dude, it's in the. Let's go around the corner. Oh my god.
Hello. Hi. Okay. Now this is going to be an interesting situation. Hello.
Hello.
Wow. Oh, hey, Patrick.
I exist.
Patrick and
Hey.
Kennedy are.
Mic check. What's up?
Hi.
I have no idea what's going on. I was just told to be here, and you managed to catch me when I could see the message. So I'm here.
This has
What's
been
up?
a smoothly produced.
This mic goes. This stays in the room. You use that like a regular phone.
All right, hello. This has been a smoothly produced, fun hour. Well, lots of video things happening.
Nice.
We've been narrating a Trello board. You all should talk. Introduce yourselves.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm Kennedy Cooper. I'm a marketer, video designer, chef, a lot of things here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm just popping in to say hi here with Brandon Buchanan, one of my best friends.
Yeah. Garrick, you want to introduce yourself?
yeah. I didn't realize that that's what I was been doing. I just
You're
did that thing where Brandon's like, "What's up?"
No, you sound great. You're talking with a big echo through a stereo microphone in the middle of town, and it's with great quality. So yeah, just say hello.
Oh, hi. It's me, Garrett. I do things, various things, mostly
You're best,
helping out with stuff.
you're best known for being on Blue Sky.
Oh yeah, no, that's the thing. I forget that I have clout. 2.2 thousand microblog followers worth of clout. Whatever that gets me, I think that's like 25 cents every couple months or something. I don't know. I haven't gotten the first check yet, but the taxes are bad. Yeah, but no, I am on Blue Sky much, and I make podcast editings and recordings, and help out at Ghost Coast Video, and hang out with Brandon a lot.
You're an expert at recording audio, Audacity.
Oh yeah, no, I do a whole lot of that. I used to be a musician that traveled and recorded a lot. So I learned how to do all this stuff on big thousands of dollar analog boards and stuff. So going to Audacity has been a trip, but a really nice trip, because it's like, oh, this all looks familiar. Yeah, and I like Audacity more than some other stuff because it's really nice and simple and a nice way of doing stuff without it being overblown with plugins. And yeah, Pro Tools, I will always be a little iffy about that.
You've done like live shows as a touring musician.
Oh yeah, many more than I can count in a different life. Yeah.
Talk about, what did you learn? How long did you learn it? Where did you
Oh.
do gigs?
I was
life in the game.
all over the Midwest for a very long time, and well, not very long, very long, and that can be 3 to 5 years because you do a lot.
Not very long in the
3 to
scope
5
of
years
history.
But in a rock and roll band, that's years. That's a decade at least. Yeah, no, my body's still recovering. But yeah, no, I did that, and you learn a lot about audio engineering just hands-on because you gotta. I think anyone out there who's a performing musician knows how much bad sound can ruin your whole thing. So like you learn as much as you can to make sure that doesn't happen, because like you can play as good as you want if it sounds like shit. Sounds like shit.
What was your roadieing to playing ratio like? Did you
it's
for back?
It was you were your own roadies. I was never a big musician. I played some pretty big places, but it's more of a medium-sized fish in a medium-sized pond sort of deal. And at that point, you're your own roadie. Unless you're independently wealthy. I mean, I worked with people who were on labels. Like I played shows with people who are on the same labels as like the Black Keys got their start on. And they were their own roadies and all had like bar back jobs in New York, and they're not on the road. And that's the reality. If you're a traveling musician that isn't Paul McCartney, you do everything. That sort of deal. And yeah, so you learn a lot about troubleshooting, all that kind of stuff. And I don't use it as much as I used to. The audio I do, because I end up, after getting out of that, falling in love with podcasting and stuff, and kind of related on it's like people telling stories, and that's what I was trying to do, playing music. And it's like, well, there's lots of ways to do that. So
You've done so much in terms of producing some of this stuff live. Like when we take a live production, and it's like, how do we get it on LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter? Like you've been doing a lot of that.
Yeah, absolutely. And finding ways to figure out post automation, which is an awesome thing that I didn't even know about a couple years ago. Kennedy first blew my mind. It was like, you can like schedule your posts. I was like, I can organize my shit posting. Oh my God, this is a revelatory. But then, finding ways to do that with this sort of thing, it's all integrated. And there's so much now that you can integrate all of this together that you can, we're doing so much of this just from StreamYard. Look at this. We're talking to how many people and how many different places, all from this one place. That's really cool.
In this room, they've been thoroughly entertained, which is great.
I remember when this sort of thing was new. We talked about doing like a live set from the studio we were recording and stuff like that, because that was the thing people were just starting to do like 12 years ago. And then because the technology was just getting there, and now look at what everybody does every day, like it's nothing.
I don't know if you remember Kim Commando, or she did a computer show.
I'm familiar. No.
Yeah, but if you think of any syndicated radio hosts from our childhood, if you had a setup as good as this one back then, you'd be on FM radio at 8:00 at night.
Oh yeah, you could do it. And that's why I'm loving about all this. And people, and like podcasting and everything. It's like this is, because for however many reasons, radio has been real hard killed. Like at classic, like broadcast radio is not, what it was. And this is kind of a way of taking that back and being like, look, whether you like it or not, we are the media. We're going to be the media. We're going to find ways to talk. The people find ways to talk, and that's what I love about this kind of stuff and this kind of creation that we've been doing and y'all been doing.
there are a lot of shows that are on StreamYard, but they're usually like they're just
Check,
saying
check, check.
Hi
Can
there,
anybody
Rob.
hear me?
Yeah, you sound great.
We can hear you. Yeah, you sound good.
Oh, holy shit. I've been trying to make this thing work for like 20 minutes. Oh my God. I did something. I hit a button or widget or something suddenly worked. This is amazing.
Well, I went off for a while to cover for you. No worries.
Yeah, it just needed a couple of minutes of focus, and
For
you
sure.
were able to do that, which is great.
That's right. Hey.
This looks a lot better than the average StreamYard show.
Yeah.
Just the fact that we sometimes leave our parents' basements.
Sure, and go to other basements.
Yeah,
I for one am in my grown adult basement right now. Thank you very much.
Right? Yeah, exactly. We're progressively
So,
more.
hello? Did I lose it again?
Hello.
I lost it
No,
again.
you sound great.
No, you're there, man.
You're here.
I'm here? All right.
Yeah. All right.
That being said, I did come say hi, but I am going to hop off just for a little bit, and I'll come check back in on you all. That's cool.
You fulfilled your purpose.
Oh yeah,
Thank
cool. I like having purposes.
Yeah, thank you so much.
That's it. Bye, guys.
Okay. Okay. So, Brandon.
Hi.
How are you?
That sounds correct. That sounds accurate.
Cool. So it's interesting because I can still hear the other you. So I'm going to close this door. And now
that might help. It might not.
Yeah,
Kids are loud.
What's that?
Hi. Kids can
So
be
the
loud.
point is that there's no echo.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be an echo.
Okay.
Do you see an echo at all?
I don't see an echo.
Hear an echo? I mean,
I can hear a very faint echo. But that's from another room. This is just, you're in a very echoey facility.
I mean, do you hear a digital echo?
No, not over the device.
Okay. So now come into the room. We're going to switch places. I'm going to leave this microphone in here.
Okay.
And you're going to come in.
Yeah, okay. Let's just switch.
Use this mic.
Hi. We can really be one of those popular shows now. We can really be like one of those annoying TikToks.
So, all right.
Hi, world.
Hey there. So the idea is that you can there could be multiple people in the room. So there's two people in your room. Each of you have your own microphone, and the idea is that only a person in the room close to a microphone can talk and be heard on the stream. So you would have like a show host who would move the microphone around.
One host and one runner. Yeah.
Exactly. So, and then I'm just like a regular person on a phone somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So what we could do, we just kind of want to mess with people. We can just leave the iPad in the hallway for a while, and we can just talk to people as they pass by. But we can both.
We could, yeah.
We could theoretically hear them. I don't know.
I don't know how far out that's going to work, but if you were able to be in the Shifalo, or if you were able to be in the Mass Theater, or you were able to be just across the hall, that would be kind of sick for a.
Well, we have so that's the idea, is that we could take these and move them into different rooms in the building and be able to, talk to
remote correspondence. Yeah. But you could also be You could also be across the city. You could also be across the country.
Right.
You could be at a different media cafe in New York. Sure. Don't get your shit jacked live. You know. Rock, do you know how to play a ukulele?
Not very well.
That's enough. Thinking of ukulele as like my version of, just a masculine version of when a girl gets forklift certified. And it's like, oh, I've done something just a little bit.
When a girl
Weird.
gets forklift certified?
Yeah, lots of women get forklift certifications to have a gender non-conforming hobby.
Oh, is that, wait, forklifting as a hobby?
Yeah, of course.
This is not for short people. Most people will only come to hear on this.
Great. I love it. A little discrimination.
A little bit. Let's see.
That's also a way of signaling not for kids.
There's nobody here.
Not for anyone. Extremely
You
exclusive.
know what? I'm gonna tape it to the vending machine, and we can bug people while they're going to the bathroom. Like, yo, what are you doing?
That sounds so. First of all, that sounds so cringe. It's a good idea and
Be
concept.
on the way to the bathroom. That's all.
That's a good idea for the length of a Saturday Night Live sketch. After that, people are it's just gonna go south.
Yeah, correct. I like the aesthetics of here, though. I think I'm just gonna leave it here, and we'll get a passerby sooner or later. But I gotta
Okay,
go lower.
if you say so.
I don't need to go lower. You know what?
I'd at least take it. I bet that would work really well in the office.
There we are.
We should do a demo of us remote correspondence thing. Enough for like 1 minute or 90 seconds, or just enough to be like pretend that it was a credible model of the show, like a storyboard of the idea at least.
Sure. What you said. How do I make this go full screen?
Yeah.
How do I make this go full screen?
Whoa.
Oh, I did hear some echo that time. You got close to the TV.
Oh, there may be echo here now. Do you hear echo?
Well, yeah, get closer. Let's do this. Get closer to the TV.
Like this?
Well, you would still have to speak into the mic, so.
Yeah. Echo? Echo is an issue here.
No
Okay,
echo.
great. All right, let's pretend. Let's just do blocking. Let's stand on the right spot. And
oh, I can't change it from here because I'm not logged in.
don't worry. Hey, don't freak out because I'm gonna go over and change it from my control panel.
Okay. Now here's the fun part: is that we can have two mics in the same room. We don't have to be close to each other.
Okay.
And they're both linked to the same input.
All right, listen. I'm gonna swap.
You have to leave. You have to leave that mic in the room. Yeah. Okay. Oh, he did this. All right, that's fine. Whatever. Is anybody out there? What a messy backdrop.
We're doing really advanced stuff now.
Oh, holy heck! That's so loud. That's great. Yeah.
If we
Can you hear
do this in a room apart from each other, we can do this with me in North Korea.
Yeah. Let's go
We
close
can
that.
do this
So,
with me.
yeah. So this is the idea: is
Yeah.
that we can we have like it's just a phone. It's just bigger and louder. You know.
Yeah, bigger.
So you're very purple.
Yeah, that's great. A little bisexual lighting won't hurt you. I've just got. It looks like I'm at a disco or something. I look like I'm in a Netflix original movie. I'm going to win an Oscar with this lighting, let me tell you.
Nice.
They
The
can't
only
say
thing that's
no.
weird about this is that the way this is currently set up, the video is not coming from the same device as the camera, so there's a delay for me. Like I see myself in delay, which kind of messes me up. That's because the video is coming from the laptop. But I think I know how. I'm just trying to figure out the easiest, like the fewest number of pieces that can solve this problem.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna do like a mirrored thing. You remember the old arcade video games where they would like have the TV? I don't know if you realize this, but they would have an old style TV on its back, and then they would put a mirror and glass at an angle, and it would look like the TV was in front of you, but it was actually below you.
Yeah.
So you would go deep into the video game past where the actual wall was as an optical illusion, right? So we're going to recreate that with a camera behind the glass so that people can look directly at the image, but also be looking directly into the camera. It's basically a teleprompter system with the whole video as the glass. You see what I'm saying? That way, when they're in the media cafe, there is no functional difference as if they were standing right in front of you. You can see them, you can look right at them, and they're looking right at you. Well, they might not be because their camera and, you know, image might be offset, but they'll probably, I think they have an AI program that will change where your eyes looking so that you can look at the picture, and the AI will change your video to make it look as if your eyes are looking at the camera.
Yes, that's true.
In real time. But anyway, whatever. The point is that this is how I'm going to do it. I just have to figure out the audio camera thing. So what I need to be able to do is to pull video from the phone device to the bigger screen. Like I have to share the screen from the thing, but also run a separate audio thing. So they may stumble over each other tech-wise. Plus, I got a little busted-ass phone. But this is more or less working, right? We're having a conversation, aren't we?
Yeah, we're in two different rooms having a conversation. It's in full color, picture, and sound. There's not much to add. Yeah.
Yeah. So
and this is one of the coolest.
Yeah.
This is just well developed. It's well distributed. It looks fine.
So actually, you can just come back in and use your mic, and we can sit here and wait for somebody to walk by, and then we can shout at them.
Yeah, that's fine. Listen, Rob. Listen, dude. Stand up and frame yourself in the frame for 45 seconds. Put yourself like we're even in the frame. Like get near the camera. Or as best as you can. Okay. Yeah. All right. Crouch a little. All right. Now let's talk. Let's talk like our heads are.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You want to be closer to the screen.
Yeah. You look like you're a foot taller than me, but close enough. And
so this will be fixed with the system, because right now, as I get closer to it, the camera's up here.
Yeah,
it's down here. So we're gonna lay the TV on its back, put a mirror, put the camera behind the mirror. You'll be looking at the mirror and the camera. Yeah, and you'll be able to get closer without looking down. And then you'll hold the mic like a regular, or you can clip it, whatever. And then it'll just be like regular window. I want it to function like a window, you know?
Yeah, I get it. All right, listen. We're going to declare victory here, and then we'll go back into this room. We can all relax.
I mean, we'll leave it taped to the wall. We're going to let it run for a minute. We can kill the stream if you want, but I want to yell at somebody as they walk by.
All right.
My goal in life.
Now you can take all the time you want waiting for someone.
Oh, David's probably going to show up. He's out there.
Once we pass the 2-hour mark, we introduce video editing to our task.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to watch it.
Well, we're here now. I mean, we're
here. Grab your mic so we can hear you. You're only on if you're on.
All right.
Hello.
So we're gonna do this. Let me get some David. Did I see David out there? Where you at, David? Hey, David. What's going on? Hello? Hey.
The
David.
iPad is talking to you.
I can hear you, David. Where are you at? David.
Whoever you are, hello.
Hey,
the iPad's
wait,
talking
who was
to
that?
you.
I was looking at you. Come back.
It's just
Oh, man. Hello?
digital
I
cat
think we need
calling.
a wider angle lens.
I think we need a wider something.
Who's there? Who is that? I can't see you. Come closer to the video screen. Are you guys hiding? Is everybody
Probably.
too short. Did I put it up too high?
No, you didn't put it up too high.
I didn't put it up too high. Yeah, all right, that's fine.
I think they're actively hiding. They're saying,
Are you guys there? Oh, you. Hey,
hey,
who was that?
obey the iPod.
Hey,
Hello.
What's going on?
How you doing?
What do you? Hey.
This guy said no. I must have my humanity and my privacy.
Good to see you.
He's
Horizon Theater's the best. We love Horizon Theater. HTC.
We're cat callers. Let's go.
Yeah, virtual cat calling. Where did David go? I know he's out there somewhere.
Looking for safe spaces to cat call. Welcome to Takeover Tuesday, your cat calling space.
Abdul. Hey, man. How are you? What's going on, man?
I was trying to figure out where the voices were coming from.
Ah, yes, we're doing a little experiment. We're figuring out the media cafe so that we could just like talk to people like this.
Okay. Sounds like
Yeah, it's what we do with our time.
Yeah, real cool. That's what you want to see. I don't know if you want to see this dead air disaster. Hello. Hi. Obey my commands at all times.
What are you talking about?
Obey my commands at all times.
Voluntary.
I already
All
do.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's right. Let's go.
He's so much louder. So the iPad is so freaking. The mic is so bad on the iPad that we had to.
Well, I don't know about that.
Down. No, where'd your friend go? Come back.
Patrick was only going to be there for hello.
I'm back. I stopped back.
Yeah,
Yes. I'm a multitasker at all times.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
We're doing the audio to like
Still
make it
checking those.
conversational lever. Yeah, it's working. Now it's about kind of dialing it in. So we're in the cafe here. Come.
I'm gonna get. Should I leave the room and go?
No. The whole point is that two people could be on the same
All
stream
right.
without.
Do you want me to change the?
No, we got him. We got our third mystery person who's going to walk by, and then there's you and I, all together in the same stream.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. So the point is that you and I can walk around in this room, and everybody out there can hear us. We can hear each other,
right?
But there's no echo.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
We can
that
look
seems
at
to be what's working.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the name of the game. Because once two people with two phones in the same space, it doesn't work. So we have to have one big monitor with speakers, but the mics and the speakers have to be far enough apart. Hence, wireless mics. Plus, you need multiple people to be able to talk, so you need at least a couple of mics. So now
Wireless
you're over
mics
there.
are godsend.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm here, and we can.
This is now a hybrid meeting. This is now a hybrid meeting.
It's also apparently some frozen ass.
A little lag here.
That's a lot of lag. I'm frozen.
Well,
all right. I'm gonna help by separating myself again.
Oh, great. Okay. Well.
Wow.
I'll be back.
All right.
So, what's up? Oh, my phone is probably overheating because it.
This is my. Let's try it. Hold on.
There we are.
All right. Hello.
So you can add another camera, but just not another mic.
I got you.
That's part of the system.
Right, I got it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You've really got this figured out.
That's what I'm saying. It's weird because they aren't exactly the same. The audio and the video streams can overlap, but only certain ones can. So yeah, what it boils down to is all the microphones that are in the room have to go through the same video channel.
Right.
But you can have as many other video channels as you want.
Right.
So you could have 5 people in here all streaming on their own cameras, but they're also in the room together, but you're also not getting overlap.
Yeah, that all makes sense.
So what that means is that the quote media cafe is its own channel, right?
Right.
And all the audio goes through whatever channel is attached to the big screen. All the audio has to go through that video channel.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it'll echo. So the way to do that, that'll be easy. That's an easy build out. I can get a, and everybody can have their own video screens, but they could still be in the room. That's it. I finally figured it out. So I have to run a mixer to, what the hell is this? Some alarm going on somewhere?
There definitely is something that's vibrating.
My life is such a chaotic.
It's not me. For once, thank God.
I don't even know where my bag. Oh, it's over here.
Usually, if there's something like that that's gone wrong, it's 100% my fault.
Yeah, it's definitely my fault. My other phone. So I've got, like, I know what the actual mapping is now. I can get better tech. Like, I can go buy all new tech now, and I know exactly what tech to get for it to work correctly because I figured out what the routing is. So yeah, we are going to have this hybrid setup that will work seamlessly. People can come in with their phones or not with their phones, and then all we have to do is just make sure that they're muted. Now the administrator can mute them.
Sure.
So we don't even have to rely on them knowing how to do it because we can just, whoever's running the admin, but there will have to be like a little control booth in the like a dedicated control booth, because this whole situation where I keep trying to log in and it puts me in the wrong things and then I can't control it and then the routing's wrong, like, forget about all that. That's a mess. Like, I have to have a dedicated computer camera interface, like the whole thing. It'll be like a little photo booth that's actually a video call booth. It could be its own invention. Who knows? I'm done.
Rock, what gets you working on your low days? I'm pretty productive when things are fine, but there are days when I struggle to do anything because of my low mood or I'm not feeling great. I don't know if I should, it's frequent or rare, but these days come, once every week and a half. I just have a day where things just aren't going well. And I don't know how I should push myself to feel better or get that motivation back or get things done. Are there any ideas? What should I do on those days?
Well, on those days, I like to quote from a great philosopher that says, sometimes some days are fucked. Once a day is fucked, it cannot always be unfucked. So let the day be fucked and try again tomorrow. Accept that low days exist. Use it as time to recharge your batteries for your next high day. And remember that the next high day is just around the corner.
I think you gave a very bored delivery of that, but I think that's actually very wise.
Thank you. I was riffing.
Yeah, I think you did good. I've got another one because I'm just showing off the system. What about marketing a comedy club? You've marketed a comedy club before.
Hey, marketing a comedy club is no joke. Let me tell you that.
Ho, 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 ho.
Just riffing over here. Just riffing.
I'm looking for some advice on marketing a comedy club. Big city, established brand, big operation, big production stage shows, big bar and restaurant on site, improv classes on the side. Ownership has changed a few times. The club hasn't bounced back since COVID. We've stabilized now, but we are not selling enough tickets to be profitable. I'm a hospitality vet, but marketing is uncharted territory. Can anyone give me some performance arts marketing 101 or point me in the right direction? How do I find a target audience for comedy clubs? How do I reach them?
I always give the same advice to these questions. You just have to imagine that you are your customer. Be your customer, right? So pretend, I wonder what's going on in comedy, and go to Google and do a search for comedy clubs or comedy shows and see what comes up. Those are your competitors that are apparently doing better at what they do than you. Then now copy whatever it is they're doing, and then problem solved.
Yeah, like if you were to find the very successful comedy clubs
Be
in town,
your own customer.
be
Like,
your competition.
Be your competition.
Yeah.
Be a customer for your competition, and then copy whatever they're doing. I just give that advice for everything, and that forces you to think in terms about, well, who is looking for comedy? Like, who is that? And then go where they are.
They might be on the radio. They might
Yeah.
be in their job.
I do that when I'm like, say a venue, right? I have a venue to rent out, and I'm trying to figure out how to rent it out. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go look for venues to rent as if I'm the renter.
Right.
I do a search online, whatever the most obvious thing is to do. And look at that. I just found 10 websites that promote venue rental shit, and I never even heard of 8 of them. Well, I better sign up to those 8 websites then, or whatever it's going to be. You know?
Becoming findable.
Yeah, becoming findable. Exactly. That's so yeah, pretend you're the person looking for your product, and then try to go find it organically. And then through that process, you will figure out why people aren't finding you.
I found this post that were, what are some amazing things humanity has succeeded at? I really wanted to have like some great pro-human content, but it just didn't happen. Would you like to look at pictures of chicken, or would you like to hear marketing frustrations?
What now?
Would you like to look at pictures of chicken?
Ooh, I'll go with marketing frustrations for 400, please, Alex.
All right. Nobody sees my posts. I've got 19,000 followers, and nobody sees my posts. I see comments. Someone's gone and made a comment. I'll look at what that is. Gotta make soup for my family. But literally, I gotcha. All right, listen. I've got all these followers and nobody sees my posts. I had this Instagram account for 10 years now. I gained the followers around 2018 as a beauty lifestyle influencer, and I slowed down in the pandemic. I had other things to do, and Instagram wasn't paying enough to make me put in the effort. 6 months ago, I started posting again. This sounds a little familiar. In the beginning, my posts were shown to 4 to 5K followers and 2 to 3K non-followers, and I thought that was great, and it would only grow from there. But that was not the case. It just went downhill. Now only 1 to 2K of my followers see my stuff. My reels are high quality, but I barely get 2K views. Should I make a new account? Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for your time.
I think that would be a very interesting thing about marketing, is that you're always doing testing, because the lay of the land is always changing. So you always have to keep kind of testing to see what's working, what's not, what's starting to work better, what's starting to work worse. You can't just do the exact same thing forever in marketing, because everybody's competing and they're all trying to get an advantage over each other. So during your hiatus, you missed out on some, strategic changes on how things are marketed, or, whatever the lay of the land has become. And so it might be an interesting, but that's one thing. The other thing is that your account, Instagram wants you to buy their ads. They're going to bait you with showing you how many exposure you can get. And then they're gradually going to give you less of that, because they're going to cap you. Like, that's their business model, is to sell you ads. So why would they give you all those views for free? They want to give you enough so that they're out there, so you'll come back to Instagram. They don't want to give you enough that they don't get paid. So that's a factor. But it would be interesting to do that, to start another account and then post maybe even identical content on both accounts and just see what happens. Or post different versions of nearly identical content, see what happens. Tests, in other words. Try to figure out what is different now than when you were having a lot of success.
Basically, like, if you're here, you've been here 6 months, you're here long term, you should think about your response to this issue. And you're a fashion beauty influencer. So Instagram is where you're going to be. Take the next month and do something a little different. If you haven't used stories, you may want to start using stories. If you've been using Reels in the past, try posting more, try posting less. Maybe try a new social media, try being on Reddit. This sounds like just useless marketing advice. But if you're really long term committed, it's very useful marketing advice, which is just find something that you really want to change in your marketing toolkit and really, actually, literally go and change it. Um,
Yeah. I think that another strategy, I think a trend that I think I've been seeing is I haven't done any definitive studies on this, but it seems to be a little bit of a trend. Is if you try to figure out a way to make your posts more conversational and more engaging. So rather than telling people answers to things, maybe try asking more questions or polls or something to provoke an interaction of some kind rather than just statements. Also, any kind of affiliate connectivity you can get, talk about other people, connect to other people, find a relationship between your product and other brands, and make it conversational so that there's an actual exchange that people can participate in. And then that will drive up engagement and interactivity. People will put, and then that can potentially give you a little boost in the algorithm. But I think they're all of these things are probably true at the same time. So not any singular one of them is likely to be the end all be all answer that you need.
Step your game up. Step your game up. Keep doing what you're doing on the platform, but also, I mean, we're always looking for ways to either be better at what we're doing. So listen, everyone, we've gone over. This is 15-minute section.
Not on that mic. That mic's connected to the phone that died.
All right, well,
Oh wait,
this mic's on. So listen, everyone, hello. It's been nice. It's 4:17, and I might return later on in the day, but there's not much to say for right now. We've filled a thing with very dense content, and hopefully you enjoyed it. So I might be back later on in the afternoon, but I'm definitely going to relax for the next few minutes. But this has been great. Thank you for being here. This is probably our most successful stream yet, which says a lot about us. All right, have a great one.